Dieter, Hutch.
That's right.
Practice takeaways. What's today, Wednesday?
Wednesday. There's supposed to be no practice today.
Tomorrow's supposed to be the mountain.
The mountain, as Kyle Shanahan calls it.
So, listen, the main takeaway I've had from training camp so far is that there's been like no juice whatsoever.
Yep.
It's been dull. It has not been crisp. Any sort of ridiculous adjective you want to use to describe quality football, I hadn't seen it yet.
No real fights? No,
nothing like that. So I will say this. The offense has remained juiceless and crisplessness. That's not a word, but you know what I mean.
I got you.
I thought the defense was flying around today. I thought they were really well organized. I thought they had some punkiness to them. I liked what I saw from the defense today. What'd you see, Jake?
Yeah, I'm with you. This is the most juice there's been in practice. I think it's they sort of led up to it being like this week actually matters. Like, let's actually have a practice. Yeah.
And
defense looked great. There were, I think, 3 times in a row quarterbacks had terribly underthrown deep balls.
With the wind helping them.
Like, really awful. Where, like, one was to Debo, and Debo just was like, where's that going?
Was that for me?
I think it was
double coverage.
I think it was the backups who did those. Purdy had some bad throws, but I think
Purdy had some, like, we got to talk about that. Purdy had some legitimately bad throws. I can't recall in anything other than situational scrimmaging Purdy completing more than one pass in a row. I thought he looked pretty damn bad today, and it doesn't help when you have the offensive line in shambles. But that's one guy.
You want more from him. I will say in the red zone period, decent.
Yep.
You know, had a touchdown to Kittle. I don't think you thought that was a touchdown.
I thought the foot was on the line. It doesn't matter. They ruled it a touchdown.
It was like a looping pass
the
anyway.
Fuck do we know?
I will say, like, I don't know. There's some weird talk about arm strength, whatever. Like, it's not like a missile. Obviously, we know that about Purdy, but like the ball's been like very loopy. You know, it's hanging up there a little bit. There's one that Diamador Lenore broke on. He's just like giving a lot of opportunities for the corners to make a play on the ball.
And again, no win today. Jake Moody had no problem kicking the ball. I mean, we could see the field goal and the flags on the top of the field goal. At points, it was helping.
One thing I do want to say, which goes with the defense theme, I think it was Purdy's last throw of the red zone period. He was looking for Juwan Jennings, and Renardo Green just clamped him. Yeah. Like, locked him up. Like, to the point where, you know.
Shouts to the defense. They brought it today. And Green has been outstanding. They are in really good shape. I thought Darrell Luter, he gave one up. He had a really nice defensive pass breakup as well.
John Lynch liked it.
John Lynch did like it. John Lynch looked like he was going through some stuff today. So this could be either complete overanalyzation or foreshadowing to something else that's happening on today, Wednesday, at 12 p.m. noon, almost on the dot. So maybe it's the day. Maybe it's not.
We'll see.
Who knows what will happen tomorrow? Who knows if there will be a tomorrow?
That's right.
To quote Kyle Shanahan. What do you need to see in the mountain tomorrow, Jake? What?
I'd like to see the offense go on a drive, move the ball, period, no interceptions. Doesn't have to be every play perfect, but like move the ball. I will say Debo looked great. There was, had a nice sweep. Fred Warner was right there to potentially murder him, but also like that's one thing that we won't get unless Debo switches teams. Fred Warner versus Debo. I would like to see that collision in a game.
I'm okay.
You're good?
I'm good.
Fine. They were great.
They were great. The defense was great. And even with a low-level defensive line, if we had to handicap it, and we've talked a lot now recently about the lack of quality with the defensive line, the offensive line looks markedly worse. You have Jake Brendel not getting snaps on there. I mean, plays just getting blown up after seconds. Trent Williams is making himself more and more money every day. As if he needed any more money, he could come in and demand whatever he wants at this point.
I don't really understand that one. You gotta just pay him kind of whatever he wants.
You cannot. You'll make the playoffs maybe.
Right.
If you don't have
like
Trent
when
Williams.
I think Kyle is like, we'll see how practice goes and decide whether the starters play. To me, that's like, can they be confident enough Jalen Moore won't get Brock killed in a preseason game?
I don't think that they can say that right now.
It's not good. I mean, again, this is an offensive line that was based around Trent Williams, and it was only competent because Trent can just go on an island and everyone else goes, all right, fight for your lives, figure it out.
Just hold for 3 seconds.
Exactly what Firster talks about.
Yeah.
So.
Well, we'll keep an eye on it and let you all know. Bye.